Alright guys, welcome back to some 428 Shibuya Scramble. Now, remember, Archie's timeline, as we'll take a look here, and then to be continued. Remember, we opened the door and the dude with the revolver had his gun straight to my fucking forehead. So now we're gonna switch over and back to Kano, who is currently chasing the dude who took the briefcase. The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Kano ran faster. Excuse me. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently he knew the way around Shibuya pretty well. The man shot out onto a major thoroughfare and then bolted up a pedestrian bridge. Just where the fuck was this guy heading? Halfway across the bridge, the man stopped abruptly. Cautious, Kano stopped as well. Ooh. Height, roughly 190 centimeters. Don't worry, Americans, I got you. 190 centimeters in feet.
190 centimeters is equal to 6 feet 2.803.
He's 6'2". Damn, he's kind of tall then. Age, 30s. Hair, dark brown. Clothing, all black. A moment later, the man flashed a triumphant sneer and held up the briefcase. Before Kano could even yell, "Stop!" it was already too late. The man threw the briefcase down on the roadway below. No! Panicking, Kano peered over the railing. A man on a motorcycle was waiting beneath the bridge. You I've been had. Kano bit his lip hard. Damn it! Kano sprinted back down the bridge. Hearing the bike engines roar to life. He had to make it in time. Sending the stairs forward at a time, he leapt toward the roadway, but the bike sped out of reach and roared away in the direction of Yo-Yo-Gi, leaving Kano in its dust. Looking back at the overpass, he saw the man who'd thrown that briefcase running away. He handed off the money to someone else. He's currently on a motorcycle heading toward Yo-Yo-Gi. His report to crew is complete. Kano slumped down in dismay. The cops had played right into the criminal's hands. Now the crooks were getting away, and people's lives were in danger. Were there any greater failure for a policeman? Staring off into the distance where the man had thrown the case had disappeared. Kano gritted his teeth. Now we have a to be continued with Kano. Now this is going to be interesting because both of my characters right now are to be continued. Oh, here we go. You finished reading both character stories for the hour of 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, you'll make your way through all the Pokemon stories in parallel like this. Once everyone has reached the end of a given hour, the next hour can begin. Oh, we got more characters. Time. Now we're an hour ahead. Oh shit, we got some more characters. Holy shit. This is the end of the tutorial for this part of the story. You can reread previous tutorial, yep. Important info in there. Reach the 11 o'clock time block. You have 5 protagonists available. Whose story will you read first? We got some dude named Minokora. Notice how there ain't no girls. It's all a sausage fest. We have Oisawa. Why is this dude in a cat suit? Obviously, we're gonna start with Achi because we left on a cliffhanger, a pretty big cliffhanger. The man with the cane aimed his gun at Hitomi, his face devoid of emotion. Please, the girl said, trembling. Why are you doing this? But the man did not reply. Quickly, Archie, we're going to keep calling him Archie because I don't know how to pronounce his real name, stepped in between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide. Stop! He said in English. One of the few English words he knew. He quickly reverted back to Japanese. Who the hell are you? Still the man did not respond. You know this guy, Hitomi? No. Archie was sure he'd never seen the man either. What are you after? Money? Cause if you are, boy, you're wasting your time chasing us. The man furrowed his brow, adjusting his point of aim to Archie's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Archie no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Well. Archie took a step back, his foot clattering against a discarded beer bottle. We're going to get down for sure. Unless we find some way to catch this guy off guard. Didn't need to be much. If Archie could just distract the gunman for a moment, buy himself the briefest window. Shoot me then. Go on, do it! He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping the provocation would confuse the guy for just long enough. Even as Archie moved, the gun's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing. Seeing his chance, Archie! We're grabbing we're swinging the beer bottle. Let's get it. Seeing his chance, Archie snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin. The man narrowly avoided being struck, but staggered wildly off balance. Hitomi! Archie grabbed her by the hand and dashed up out of the club. The two sprinted away through the side streets and alleys of Shibuya. Archie began to feel as if they were running in some maddening maze. For long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyami. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of these names. Wait up! Huh? Archie, wait up! Archie glanced back at Hitomi. Ah! My bad. Guess you've been running pretty hard. You tired? Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just I have to get to Dogenzaka. Dogenzaka? What for? What could you possibly need to do there now? That's what I was told when I was handed over the briefcase. The man leaned in and whispered to Hitomi as he reached out for the case. You're going to do exactly as I tell you. 2 things. He wore a cool, faint smile as if this was some casual conversation. First, you're going to go to Dogenzaka and get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime. His chilling tone brooked no argument. Just those 2 things. And we'll let your sister go. Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Got that out, Martin? Okay then. Give me the money. A blue van in Dogenzaka, huh? Archie muttered. So that's why you said the police were a no-go. Yes, exactly. Hitomi's voice betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister's in that van then. If she is, then we've got to hurry. The issue lie in how to get to Dorganzaka. They could probably avoid the pursuer if they kept to the streets only the locals usually know about. This meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like those two. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. It's going to be a long detour. Alright, come on. Turning, Archie headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Archie? There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dorganzaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood. Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much. Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. Archie gave her a grin, and she cracked a tiny smile of her own. Hey, you two. You got a minute? Oh, no. No, we don't. We really need to get going. Fuck. Archie looked around. A pair of men approached from across the street. There was something shady looking about them. Archie's protective instincts kicked in and he stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. We just want to ask you something. The younger of the two men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Archie braced himself. Ask us what? You know where the No Cane building is? No Cane building is? The man held up a flyer. It was from some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The No Cane building. You know where it is or not? Archie knew the name. Wasn't that one of the buildings on Center Guy? That was near Dorganzaka, the same direction he was going. We're just gonna help him out. No harm in helping a couple of lost dudes. Archie pointed them in the direction of Center Guy. Yeah, it's just this way. See? What the hell did I tell you? The bald man snapped at his companion. My bad, man. My bad. You were right. God, you couldn't find your way out of a paper bag with a map and compass. My bad, man. Get us a taxi. Word. Thanks, man. The strangers nodded at Archie. Sorry to bug ya. With that, the two headed off toward the main road. Alright. Cool. Archie and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets toward Dorganzaka. I don't think I even knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi said as she looked around. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid. The area was a mishmash of rundown residences and office buildings. Almost nobody ever comes down here unless they live or work on one of these streets. And check it out. Over there, a rare first-hand glimpse of Shibuya River. Fireflies were collected and presented as a shogun. Lending credence to the idea was indeed clean in the past. Have you always lived in Shibuya, Archie? Yep, born and raised. Archie bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside. That's why I do this. It just pisses me off to see folks make a mess of this place. He picked up another piece of trash. I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like, cleanup even matters right now. Hitomi took a long, hard look at his face. What? What is it? You're a strange one, Archie. That's so. She was right, of course. It was sort of strange collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important right now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dorganzaka. Come on. A sudden angry shout broke the silence as I hurried along. Hey! Hold it right there! Archie and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of thuggish-looking men were having some kind of argument. The man who was shouting had grabbed one of the others by the neck. Idiots! And you still got to call yourselves SOS? The Studs of Shibuya, a youth gang operating out of Shibuya. Founded by Archie. Its current leader is Susumi. I mean, yeah, Susumu, but the other man standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable. It takes money to run an organization. No, I know, and it sounds like you're Archie or nothing. I thought maybe you could spare some help on that front, boss. The top dog. Susumu. Tommy looked at Archie when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly and then turned back to the altercation. Shut your mouth! How dare you say Archie's name in my presence? Hey! What was that about me? As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Archie kept his tone casual as he scored up to the group. Susumu, you can't just give a guy a beatdown in broad daylight. Don't want to shock the upstanding people of our fair city. Archie, Susumu glared. Can we drop the pleasantries? Archie replied with the hint of a sneer. You got it, Susumu. And I'd like to point out, we're not on a first-name basis. With that, Susumu turned and stalked away. His buddy followed suit, leaving Archie and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that guy? Hitomi asked. His name's Susumu Nishizawa. And yeah, I know him. Oh, I thought I did. Used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were all a part of the same crew, but I bailed a little while ago. Archie fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi didn't pry further. Archie and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when they caught sight of a man picking something up alongside the train tracks. Huh. I wonder. Archie went over to him. Hey man, you picking up trash by any chance? Huh? The man, Tase Usada, 35 years old, knick-knack shop. Archie knows Shibuya. Is new enough that Archie doesn't recognize him. Sorry, it kinda just looked like that's what you were doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up trash, course. The guy seemed pretty unnerved. Like, I just got to thinking, man, this place is filthy. Right on! Archie claps the man's hand in his own. Someone else who gets it! They do? Totally! I see all this trash all over the place and I can't stand it! God, look at this, look at the crazy look in his eye. Oh, yeah, sure. The man breathed a sigh of relief. I can't stand it when someone throws something away when they could still be useful. Oh, I hear that. That's the spirit! Ha ha! Archie pulled out the trash he had stuffed in his pocket. Here you go. Huh? Go ahead, have all of it. The man looked dumbfounded. Usually I go around picking up trash around here, but I've got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here. I'm counting on you. What? Actually, I'm kind of... Great, thanks! Here's a prisoner, ain't he? Archie beamed in approval. And then rejoined Hitomi and headed on down the street. Man let out a sigh. Fine. Slipping through a narrow back alley, they came out near the top of Dorganzaka. Archie looked down the hill but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way down towards Shibuya Station. Atomi muttered to herself. I don't see it parked around here. Her face twisted up with worry. It was a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station. Atomi, hold up. Archie had a sudden idea. He darted into a nearby soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow. Hey! He called out to the proprietors, a sharp-eyed, middle-aged woman. You're looking as lovely as ever today, I see. Oh, Archie! Are you done collecting trash for the day? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lighting up. That is Mika Yoneda. When she was 19, captivated by the chilled, she decided to make the restaurant her new home, married the owner, managed the establishment together. Her husband of 30 years passed away. Is this your girlfriend? Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like that. The provider was undeterred. Oh, she looks just like a model. She's the spitting image of me at that age. My. Archie's got himself a girlfriend. I said it's not like that. The woman waved to tell me over. Now, you know Archie's got a bit of a mouth on him. And he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's a sweet boy. Okay. Atomi forced a polite smile to her face. I'll try to deny it, but don't you listen. Has he told you about Seizun? Ma'am, please! Archie jumped in on the conversation. You gotta hear me out. Whatever's the matter? I'm just trying to talk up your good points. Have you seen a van parked around here? A van? Let me think. Yes, come to think of it, there was. A blue one, she added confidently. Hitomi leaned forward. Where is it now? She asked. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't keep a close eye on things outside after all. Hitomi slumped. I see. I know it doesn't look it, but I've been quite busy today. The man who makes my noodles came by earlier to settle accounts, and we fought and fought over it. No head for finances, that one. That's his problem, honestly. And on top of that, of course my part-time masa has to have the day off, honestly. First year student, a sweet young man. Left on one to his mother out in the country lately, however he's got himself a girlfriend. New house job and covers dating. Archie frowned. Has she really seen a blue van? Or was she just chatting? Just being chatty. We didn't tell her of any blue van though. So I really doubt that she was just being chatty. So we're gonna go with older women who run tobacco shops or noodle houses. Did seem to have a knack for spotting details. Archie decided to follow up some more. Was there anything unusual about the van? Well, let me think. The woman frowned, pausing a moment in thought. Aha! A flash of recollection shone in her eye. That's right, now I remember. I think there was some foreigner sitting inside. Archie and Hitomi exchanged glances. Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Hitomi asked. No, not that I can remember. Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the soba shop. Archie did his best to cheer her up. Hey, we might still find that car. Let's try waiting around here for a while. Just waiting? What good will that do? It's possible that they went looking for you when you didn't show, Archie said. Maybe they'll come back, you know. He sat down on the edge of the planter outside the restaurant. The criminals already have the money. Even Archie understood the implications. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad. Very bad. Still. Just running around Shibuya willy-nilly was only going to tire and frustrate them. Archie wanted to make sure his homie had the chance for a little break. We don't have anywhere else to look, so let's give it 10 minutes, okay? Hitomi seemed unconvinced. She looked like she just might march off down Norganzaka at any moment. I understand how you must feel, but you know what they say. Slow and steady, stay in place. Hitomi burst out laughing. What's so funny? It's slow and steady wins the race. For real? Hitomi smiled and then sat down beside him. Alright, we can wait here for 10 minutes. Cool. We've run over enough places today already, right? Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Norganzaka for a while. And she remembered softly to Archie. Thank you so much for everything. Really. You can thank me after we find this man. I'm sure if I'd been by myself, I'd have been in too much of a panic to do anything. Hey, what can I say? I try to keep my head up and face things as they come. You're quite the optimist, aren't you? Archie grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it had something to do with doctors. Or maybe glasses. A shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it probably wasn't a bad thing, whatever it was. Cars drifted on by, one after another. They saw no sign of a blue van. After a while, even Archie began to go impatient. This was starting to feel like a waste of time. And then... Hitomi, look! There it was! Ah! We had a keep out. Alright. That's where I'll end today's episode. I think next episode we're gonna check out the dude in the cat costume. Alright guys, on to the next one.